Russian Sparky here. Today we're reviewing this stud finder by Franklin Sensors ProSensor MAX. This is not a paid advertising. This is not any sort of an advertising. Nobody gave me this product. I bought it with my own money, paid $119, and wanted to give it an honest review. All right, let's start. What you see here is a standard American construction wall, 16 inches on center studs, covered by sheetrock. Obviously, this is a cutaway. How do you find studs and stud bays? Well, the simplest way is by knocking. Some folks are good at it. It gets shallower on the stud, but it's not a very precise method. You could get something like this with a strong magnet. If you go back and forth, soon enough it's going to latch on to a sheetrock screw. Kind of works, but how do you know that the screw was on the stud itself? What if the person driving it missed? Also not ideal. There are implements like this. Turn on. You have to have it on the surface. Yep, it's right on a stud. It's beeping at the center. It works. Trouble starts when you're dealing with a double layer of sheetrock. Okay, there's such a thing as a deep scan. So as you can see, it's a stud scan right now. I'm gonna let go, press and hold. It's switching to deep scan. It kind of sort of works. You see I get this bleep, but I'm not very confident. I know in this case this is it, but if I were working blindly, I would not put much stock into this indication here. And that's when a thing like this comes super handy. The foot's got 2 nylon strips so as not to damage the wall, but you have to also be careful not to damage the strips. We just lean it against the wall, push the button right here, and then it reads. And when the center of the tool lines up with the center of the stud, it glows green. Nice and easy. How will it do with double sheetrock? Yep, deals just as easily with the doubled up sheetrock. And notice I'm still on the regular scan mode, not on the deep scan. Okay, what happens if we throw a layer of plywood in between? Let's take a look. Okay, there we have it. A layer of sheetrock, a layer of plywood in between, another layer of sheetrock. It's a pretty thick wall covering, right? We're talking a good 1.5 inches of stuff on the wall. Okay, let's see how it does. Switch it to mode 2. Look at that. This notch is where the stud is, and it does pretty well with 1.5 inches worth of covering. Same with the other stud. Now let's see how well it will do with 2 layers of sheetrock with 2 layers of plywood in between. There we have it. 2 layers of sheetrock, 2 layers of plywood in between. It says on the box up to 2.5 inches of scanning depth. Well, we have just 2 inches of covering material here. Let's see how it does with 2 inches. We're in mode 2, putting it against the wall. Nope, not detecting it. The stud is right there. We should be right on it, and it's not reading. Kind of sort of reading this. Look at that. Maybe, but if I were working blind, I would probably not trust this reading. Nope, it's not reading. So on the positive side, it reads at least 2 layers of sheetrock and a layer of plywood. On the negative side, it doesn't come with the batteries. I had to bring my own. It comes with a little pencil there, silly but cute, and it doesn't come with a case, with any sort of a case. So it just bare tool, just like this. Again, for a $120 tool, I would have probably expected a case. So there we have it. They kind of sort of overstated their abilities here, but for 2 layers of sheetrock with a layer of plywood, it did okay. There we have it. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Talk soon.